Hey you guys, I'm back with another YouTube video, and today I am super excited to show you guys how I did these nails. I am here with a returning client today, and I also have a lot of things to talk about, so stick around. The set that I'm doing today was inspired by another nail tech. I fell in love with her Instagram page and her style, and I was like, I need to recreate a few of these. I did want to do something that was a little bit Valentine's Day inspired, but today is my client's birthday. Happy birthday to her. She's been coming to me for 6 years. So we need to go all out on these nails today. Also, it's been a minute since I did a nail tech advice video. So today I did want to talk about multiple streams of income as a nail tech outside of just taking clients, of course. And we're also going to talk about the nails as I'm doing them. All right, y'all, I don't want to waste y'all time, so let's get right into it. So it's almost been 6 years since I've been doing nails full time. Within the last few years, I have learned so much, but the first thing I learned was that clientele could fluctuate. Your clientele might shift. You might end up not wanting to do the same things you were doing before. People cancel. There are so many things that could happen with appointments, not only on your client side, but on your side. And I learned, okay, if I want to do nails full time, clientele could not be my only source of income, because there may be a time where I'm not able to take clients. I may get sick for a week, or maybe I'm not sick and just for some odd reason all of my appointments today canceled, and now what am I going to do? So I realized very early in the game that you're going to need multiple sources of income if you're going to decide to be a full-time entrepreneur. All right, so let's first talk about press-ons. I love making press-ons. I take orders here and there, but the thing about press-ons is if you're not really a people person, you just kind of want to take your orders, work by yourself without having somebody sit right in front of you, that's definitely perfect for you. And also, if you're having a hard time building clientele in your city, maybe somebody in the next state or a few states over may be interested in your work. They can't get to you, but they could order some press-ons. I do follow a few nail techs that strictly only do press-on nails, and I'll be like, okay, cool. I do enjoy taking clients and the conversations and stuff, so I don't mind still taking appointments, but I would definitely recommend at least having some press-ons on hand, because you do never know. All right, so that one was a little basic, so let's move on. Social media, y'all. If y'all are not making some money off social media, if y'all are not creating content, not only is creating content going to bring you a bunch of clientele, but you can get paid from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, of course. And I'm starting to hear that Snapchat starting to, pay people too. You could record a video and post that same video on multiple platforms, or if you want to change it up, you could do that too. But definitely take advantage. You cannot just post on Instagram anymore. And I've been seeing a lot of other creators saying this. I remember there was a point where I could just post my little Instagram pictures and they're getting a bunch of likes. They're on the explore page, but now people want to see content. So now I'm doing full-blown voiceovers, and I'm able to still make a little bit of income on the videos I'm posting, but I'm also able to bring in clientele from these videos. Now you may be wondering what type of content should I be making? Yeah, you could record anything. I always recommend getting inspired by the nail techs, and of course adding your own spin to it. That's definitely something I still do. I love looking at other people's pages and being like, okay, I really like how she did this. How can I make this my own? I think the most beautiful thing about what I've learned over the last 6 years is anything that you do as a entrepreneur will help something else. Me posting content is going to generate me income from social media, but it's also going to bring me clientele. It's also going to make brands recognize me, and I'm just going to be able to grow my Instagram, my platforms, my brand overall. Even if you're selling products, you're posting content, even if it's not about the products that you're selling, people are still going to come to your page and see what you're doing. So I feel like it's like a big domino effect. So you pick up on one thing and it just starts to help everything else. And that's why I'm like, okay, get into social media, get into making that content, and do not be scared to make a YouTube channel. And we're going to talk about that next. So I have been doing YouTube for about 3 to 4 years, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna have to scroll down on my channel to see when my first YouTube video was posted. But I love making YouTube videos. If you have something that you love to do and it is nails, definitely feel free to pick up that camera and record. I get asked all the time, what do you edit on? What do you use? Yeah, I use my iPhone 13. And I use iMovie or CapCut to edit my videos. It could be super simple. Just make sure you have a super clean shot and add your own style to it. I think the main reason why I personally have found success on my YouTube channel was because I was being extremely genuine. I was being very, very open and very honest about being a full-time nail tech. I was coming to you guys with the situations I was going through, getting some advice from you guys, giving you guys advice, and everything was just really, really genuine. So I definitely recommend just adding your own spin to things and doing some thorough research. Like, you really need to see what you want to do, know what you want to do, and just write down multiple things you may want to make videos about, so when you start posting, you don't have to stop because you ran out of ideas. If you're not ready to do full-length YouTube videos, you can also start off with YouTube Shorts. Me personally, I started to notice that my YouTube Shorts do way better than my full-length videos, but I love doing tutorials and full-length videos, so I could just never see myself just stopping. I'm always getting inspired by other nail techs, and seeing other people's work just made me be like, yes, I absolutely need to do this. And that's exactly how I felt today when I seen these nails. I said, oh my God, I need to make a YouTube video right now. These are gorgeous. For anybody that's wondering, the acrylic powder that I'm currently using is from my brand, which I will be re-releasing very shortly. So the problem with my brand was, and we're also going to talk about selling nail products. I love the selling nail products and I was doing pretty good, but I really, really wanted to find a acrylic vendor that I liked, and I kept getting discouraged because I kept trying vendors from here, from there. Yeah, I had spent so much money over the last 3 years trying to find the perfect acrylic vendor, and I wish when I was in the middle of trying to find the vendor, I do wish that I would have continued to sell other products instead of just being like, you know what, I'm gonna just wait until everything is perfect, because now years has passed. I definitely learned that not everything is gonna be perfect, and I'd be lying if I said I haven't missed out on a few opportunities because I was a little nervous and I wanted things to just be absolutely perfect. So if you're interested in selling nail products, definitely go ahead, get y'all some vendors off Alibaba. I always recommend getting your vendors off of Alibaba. It can be a little tricky sometimes with the time difference because most of them are in China, but I definitely recommend selling some products that you believe in. And these products could be anything from nail tips to hand files, nail jewelry. I don't care if you start selling bracelets too, because I mean, some people do put on bracelets for the nail pictures. I'm just saying, my client right here got on a bunch of rings. So you just never know. There are so many other things that you could sell that are still nail related. And I just wish I would have been in that mindset instead of being like, oh my God, this is the main product I want. I can't find it. So you know what? I'm just going to put this on pause. All right, y'all, let's talk about the next thing, doing nail classes. I absolutely love doing nail classes. I actually have one coming up this weekend. Now, I prefer to do smaller nail classes, but I've been to both. I've been to people's one-on-ones, I've been to small group classes, and I've taken classes with very large groups. When you first start offering nail classes, I would definitely recommend starting off with one by ones and then, of course, gradually moving up. I think the most I've taken in one class is 5 since I'm all by myself, but I think the most I would do is maybe 10 because I feel like after a certain point, I do want to make sure that everybody is still on page, everybody is still learning, and I wouldn't want anyone to feel like, it's too many people in the class, it's only her. I really wasn't able to, get that one-on-one time with the teacher. Yeah, I done told y'all the story about when I took this nail class with this guy, and the class was over $1,000. I don't even want to tell y'all the number, but it was very expensive, and I didn't even leave with a kit. And I did tell him, like, this is wrong. Like, if I was a beginner nail tech with no experience and no supplies at the house and I took your class, I would be really upset to find out that I'm not leaving with anything. And how his class went, I had to take like a test, like a quiz. Like he would quiz me on the things we learned before, and if I won, then I could get some acrylic powder. But if not, then the class didn't come with a kit. And I'm like, okay, that's not right. And I told him that. And he took the criticism. I was very respectful, but I was just like, I cannot, believe you doing this to beginners. Of course, these nail classes is going to make you some coin, definitely way more than what you would make taking clients. But you have to make sure your class is worth it. And y'all, before I even started doing classes, like group classes, I went to a few. I'm going to make sure I gather all the information I need before moving forward. So I've done plenty of classes in Atlanta. I've even done some classes at my suite. And the next move for me would be doing maybe a tour around the US. I definitely plan on doing some out-of-state classes first, definitely near Georgia, like surrounding states, maybe something I could drive to. I'm definitely coming to Nashville in April. Y'all be on the lookout. But I'm just going to take baby steps. Instead of trying to fly all the way to California, I'm just going to get in the car and go to Nashville because it's something nearby and I could try out doing a class in a different state to see how it goes. Honestly, my next step is to just not take any new clients at all and to really just focus on my returning clients, my loyal clients, and just continuing to branch out so I can continue to grow. And that's another thing. As an entrepreneur, you need to make sure that you're constantly growing. Never settle for less and never get too comfortable, and continue to just find yourself, find your passion, just dig really deep into the things that you want to do, even if it's not nail related. Like, I feel like over the last few years, I realized the impact that I could have on other people if I just try to go for something bigger. It's always something more that you could do. You do not have to be stuck behind the chair. And I feel like, especially in the last 2 years, I realized that I love taking new people, I love taking clients, but there's definitely a whole nother world outside of taking appointments. And that's why I'm making this video, so I could just share a couple insights and just have you guys learn from my personal experience. Absolutely love the length of these nails. We were actually going to do them a little shorter, but she was like, girl, it's my birthday, we could go as long as you want to go. And I felt like this length would be perfect for what I was trying to do. Moving on, I did want to talk about selling digital products. Yeah, I love selling digital products. I love doing digital products because you could make them for free or to little to no cost, unless like you have somebody professionally make your cover, or if you do pay for little things. But besides that, I've made digital products 100% for free. It might have taken me a month, but it definitely was worth it in the end after doing some really, really good promoting and marketing and just seeing how the products I created was actually helping people. I know nowadays a lot of people sell you courses so you could resell them. And I'm not going to lie, I've purchased some of these courses just to kind of see like how that worked. I've never tried to resell any of them. I really just got them to do my own personal research. And I've actually purchased an ebook from one girl that I got from another girl already because they were reselling the same book. I personally do not like that. I don't like that at all. Like, I feel like if I'm selling you something that's going to help you, I'd rather it be 100% mine, my words, custom to my liking, so I know that the information I'm selling you is going to work. Granted, I'm not saying you reselling a book isn't going to help somebody, but I mean, it happened to me. What are the odds of somebody buying a book from you that they bought from the person you bought the book from? That scares me. I'm a little nervous about that. I don't recommend doing that, but I do recommend selling your own digital products. Also, the thing about digital products is you don't have to get up and ship anything. The only thing you need to do is make sure that the link your customer needs is going to go straight to their email. That's why I like to use Stan Store, because whenever I do create digital products, it goes right to their email. They have unlimited access to it, and I don't have to actually personally send it to them. And like I said, I don't have to physically ship any product. So this is income that's just dropping right into your bank account, and you can just continue to invest in your business. And if you're genuine and you create a good ebook or a good digital product that's actually meant to help people because you care about what you're selling to people, people are going to post about it. People are going to talk about it. People are going to write reviews, shout you out, tag you. Doing good goes such a long way. Like, I promise you it does. I have so many people that has messaged me about my YouTube videos, how much they've helped them, my digital products, or even them just reaching out to me personally and DMing me, and I actually do give them the advice that they need, and they're like, yo, I really do appreciate it. Currently, on my clients' nails, I am applying some cuticle oil to all the nails before buffing. I love doing this. It gets the nails really, really smooth. Just make sure that after you're done doing this, you have your clients wash their hands or just rub their nails with some alcohol so you can get all the oil off the surface. So for the nails today, I am going to be doing a French tip base, and then we're later going to be airbrushing some red and pink onto the nails. I honestly wish I would have did a pink French tip and then airbrush the red. Last but not least, I did want to talk about being a brand ambassador for a company. Not only would you be able to receive free products, but you would also be able to make commission depending on what company you decide to work for. When I first started doing nails, I would get really, really excited when brands would reach out to me, and sometimes I would even reach out to brands to see if they have a program that I could possibly sign up for and just go from there. There was a point where I was getting so many free things. I really didn't have to buy any like colored acrylic or monomer, which was really good since back then that's all I used. But I was promoting these brands a lot. I was promoting these brands as if they were my own. Another thing I like about promoting other people's product, of course, they're going to share your work, which is going to increase your exposure. People are going to now be interested in seeing what you could do outside of using that brand's products. Overall, if you are a nail tech that's doing nails on the side, or if you're doing nails full time, I definitely always recommend having multiple sources of income. As you can see, they could still be nail related. Like, you don't have to pick up a whole new skill, but just branch out and see what you want to do. I am very grateful for being able to try different things that was nail related and see what I like. Out of everything, I definitely do enjoy selling products, making press. I mean, look, I can't even say which one I like the best, because I do enjoy doing all of them. And like I said earlier, one thing will help the next. Just make sure you are recording that content. Make sure you record everything. It does not matter what it is. Right here, you can kind of see that I did have some airbrush on the other nails, but unfortunately, I still had some orange paint stuck in like my airbrush. So I was like, let me try to clean this out and go over it with another color. These French tips were so tea, y'all. Y'all don't understand how much I got inspired when I seen her Instagram. I know I said this before, but I love looking at other people's work so much. I'll be like, yes, I need to get up and do some nails right now. For my airbrush, I am using a deep red, and I'm also going to be using a hot pink. Once I put the airbrush here and there, I am going to allow it to cure for a full 60 seconds before continuing. If you guys are interested, I could definitely do a video or a vlog and just kind of talk about how I've been able to build a consistent clientele over the last 5 to 6 years, because it is a blessing to be able to say that my client has been coming to me for 6 years now. Believe it or not, I actually did these nails for her for free for her birthday. I just appreciated her so much, and I seen these nails and texted her like, hey, I need you to come on this day. Let me know what time you could come. It is on me. You do not have to pay for these nails. We got to try these out. And she was like, let's do it. Moving on, I'll now be doing the belt design. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this design is super cute. I'm starting off with this pink gel polish. Once I'm finished, I am gonna let this fully cure and then go in with a charm and some chains. So I decided instead of doing the chains right now, I did want to get the 3D art out the way. So I'm just going to take some of this diamond gel, apply it straight to the brush, and then glide it onto the nail. This did take me a little minute to do. I'm not gonna lie, because I did flash cure them one by one. So you guys might see me grab my little LED light and just hold it over the nail for 1 or 2 seconds just to make sure it doesn't move out of place. Applying the gel directly to the brush was so much easier. I don't even remember how I was doing this before, but this design was super fun to do and it was super easy. For the belt nail, I did place a very thin layer of my Mia Secret Diamond Gel onto the nail, exactly where I'm going to place the chain. I'm going to place it on there very slowly, and I'll probably nip one side, but let it fully dry before you decide to nip both the sides, because I didn't have the chain get stuck to like the cuticle nippers, and then the whole thing just slides off and there's glue everywhere. Let's just try to avoid that. Going back to what I was talking about earlier, I really do hope that you guys feel inspired today after seeing these. I know I definitely feel inspired talking to you guys, but just put yourself out there. Like, that was really my main message for today, to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to branch out, because you do not have to sit behind the chair forever. There are other things you could do. And I feel like I don't get bored with doing nails, because outside of clients, there are other things that I like to do. For her ring finger, I was supposed to do like the 3D lip design, but I didn't have the proper gel when I was doing it, because normally I would use like this kind of plush pink gel for the lips, but I only had clear and I really didn't like how I was doing it. So I decided to just use these 3D lips I got from Shein. They were super cute, and I'm gonna add a few more chains too. Alright, you guys, very shortly I am going to be showing y'all how these turned out. I absolutely love them. I cannot wait to do some more Valentine's Day nails. Definitely let me know down below what you would like to see next. I did add a few more charms here and there, but I am about to finish up. And if you did enjoy my video today, and if you did enjoy the advice, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.